This is an Ellis Mowers and More small engine vlog. Stay connected on Instagram and Facebook at Ellis Mowers and More. Comments or questions? Leave them below or email me, ellis@ellismowers.com. And as always, like and subscribe for more small engine content. Today's vlog is going to be in a rainy setting, but I'm picking up not one, not two, not three, but 4 riding mowers, lawn tractors. Well, 3 lawn tractors, 1 riding mower if you want to be really technical. 3 of them I'm fixing for customers, but 1 of them I'm getting for free. And so by the title of the video, it's already going to narrow down 2 of those machines as the one that I got for free. We'll play the guessing game. Y'all already know it's a John Deere, so you'll be able to decide which one it is. I'll give an overview of the things that I'm going to do with those, well, 3 of the 4, the 3 I'm going to fix. Probably not going to show fixing them on camera because I need to turn them around pretty quickly. But we'll go in detail on the 4th machine that I get for free and see what we've got, how much it's going to take to fix, just from the initial looks of it, and then figuring out, like I said, what all we're going to have to do to it. So let me get to driving here in the rain, get home. The next time you see me, it might be at least dry and not raining. I'll show you the 4 items, and then I'll show you which one I got for free and the fixes on the other 3. Well, I already cheated. I already got one off the trailer by accident. But here's all 4 of them. I think you can kind of see all 4 of them. Huge plus to having this 6x14. I made 1 big round, and all these were about 30 minutes from home. So making 1 big round and picking all of them up at the same time, as opposed to having to wait and get 1 or 2 at a time, super big help. I just did it all in the afternoon. Either way, so the LT150 Craftsman, you may recognize this mower. I think I did a video on it a couple of years ago and sold it. I think it was August of 2021. The guy used it all last year. Thing is, for some reason the sump bolts have started working their way out. I tightened them up when I was there. I was thinking I was going to be able to do a mobile repair on it, but was not, because the starter gear actually broke on it when I was trying to start it. So hopefully just a starter gear. Probably going to leak a little bit of oil, but with the condition of the mower, it may just be one of them add oil situations. I think he paid like $350, $400 for this thing. That was when 2021 the rates were going, like anything that cut grass was worth like $500 it seemed like. Snapper here, I don't think I did a video on this. What it's doing is it ran great for him last season. This is their personal mower. I think it's his dad's or something like that. Or was his dad's, or like his dad's, one of the 2 or 3. Acting like it has a bad compression release, but it's also pushing a bunch of gas out of the spark plug hole. So I think it just needs a carb. It's got the Nikki carb on it, so it's not really worth rebuilding. Just find one of them. I got a Hipa aftermarket carb coming for this. Now, so that leaves 2 John Deeres. There's a STX38 right here, and there's a LT150 that's missing the hood right here. Which one do y'all think I got for free? So STX38, LT150. Guess is in? Alright, well, it was this. It was the 150. Guy got a new mower, and they said, I've done some work for them in the past. They said, you take good care of us, we'll let you have this. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. And so he used it all last season. It was actually given to them, and then I think, just age of the mower, and then the valve stem popped back in on this tire, and they just decided to go ahead and buy new. Obviously missing the hood, but I got a treat for y'all for this hood. Just started it up just a few minutes ago. It's a Kohler. So starts up good. We'll run it in a few minutes. Couldn't ask for any better, honestly. I'm gonna fix that tire and send it. Need to get some stuff out of here. I've had a lot of stuff come in lately. This doesn't really need anything. Maybe it needs an oil change. I'll check the blades to make sure they need sharpening, but apart from that, I don't even know if I need to clean it up. I just need to get it gone. So that's that. That's the free one. I'll show you the fun addition in a minute to that in regards to the hood. STX38, I don't think I did a video on this, but about a year and a half ago, somebody from my church actually brought it up to see if it would be worth fixing. At that point in time, it was not worth it to me to fix, mostly because, I'll show you if I can get this hood open here. Woo! So, mostly because, and the guy fixed it actually himself, this. So, the STXs are really bad for pulling the sump bolts out of them, just because of the thin frame and stuff and the vibration of the Kohler on it. Ooh, there's a wasp. I'm glad I saw that. Come on, buddy. Let's go. Thank you. So, gear drive, got the black deck on it, so this is a really, really base spec, if I remember right. I think the black decks are the thin decks, the yellow decks are the thicker decks. Doesn't have the hydro. It's got the gear drive, 12.5 horsepower Kohler. He told me that he put a carb on it, runs, but not very well. Part of me thinks that with all the vibration and stuff that was going on with it, that it's like knocked something off in the timing. Hopefully nothing internally in the engine. We'll check the fuel pump and everything for it. The guy that has it now, it was given to him in the church. He's a widower, so as long as I don't have to buy any parts for it, I'm not going to worry about charging him for it. He doesn't have a lot of money, and can't imagine when your wife passes away what the feelings are when it comes to that. So as long as there's no parts required, I'm not going to charge him anything for it. I'll just pick him up on the next go around. We might do a video on this to see if we can fix it, get it fixed better anyways. But for now, let me get the LT150 off the trailer. I'm gonna see if, I think it's got a tube in it on that back tire. I'm gonna see if I can get that tube fixed. If not, I might just rip a tire off of this one right here for the time being, because I want this thing listed today, or I'm going to ask somebody about it. I've had a couple people ask for riding mowers, so there he is. Let me get it off the trailer. How about that? That is a very interesting well, I had the blade on there, but that was a very interesting setup. Somebody actually went through the time, take some plywood and paint it, put a hood scoop on it, and custom make a hood for this thing. It ain't the prettiest thing in the world. I could probably paint it John Deere green, but it serves the function of a hood. It's really cool. I'm just kind of baffled somebody took the time to do that. I'm going to crank this up, drive it around up here, make sure the blades work. One thing I did have to do, take you off the tripod for a second. I noticed that the deck was a little bit low in the front. It was actually missing that piece right there for the front of the mower deck. So I took that, tightened it up, got it to where it looks like it's fairly close to where it needs to be. I am going to do a little bit of welding right here on this wheel because it bent. Everybody seems like they like the anti-scout wheels as far down as they can, and so it got caught on something and shot it over to the side over here. I knocked it back. I'm just going to reinforce it with a little bit of welding right there in the back, grind it off and do what I need to do there. Move the wheel up just a little bit higher, just like I did on this side. But I'm going to go ahead and crank this thing up and pull it up here, and we'll make sure that the blades are working on it. Dry belt seems a little loose, but we can fix that pretty easily too. Again, I don't have any money in this mower, so we're gonna change the oil, sharpen the blades and stuff, and see if I want to check the dry belt too, because it seems a little bit on the slow side in order to pick up gears. Usually these John Deeres are like locking hard into gears whenever you go forward with them. So let me see what else may need to be done on this thing. So pretty much finished up with the John Deere here. Didn't really have to do too much. I did change the drive belt, I sharpened the blades, and I put a new left rear tire on it because the one that was on it, the tire was shot and the tube had a slow leak, and so it just dumped everything out, and I said, let's just put a tire on it. So it's got a new tire on the back. The hood, pretty cool, ain't it? And deck's level, everything's good, starts, runs, drives, cuts fine. So it's got a new home already. I've got a trade outside. Guy bought a Craftsman LT150 a couple of years ago from me. He's used it a couple of seasons. But now what it's done is it's actually developed a leak in the sump gasket, and somehow, some way, worked all those bolts loose out of the sump gasket. I can't remember what I had to do on that machine to get it going again. It runs great. The valves were out of adjustment, so it was a little hard starting. And so I put the valves back in, starts and runs great, it just leaks a bunch of oil out. So I'll put a sump gasket on it, turn it around and sell it again. But he's gonna get a pretty nice mower, despite, you know, having a custom hood. I know a few of y'all got a kick out of that on a social when I put that up. So thank y'all again, and a nice easy trade. Gotta love them when they're free, and when they run and drive, and you just gotta do a couple of small things to them. So thank y'all for coming along with me on the ride and on the quick journey for this John Deere LT150. Thank you again for watching. Catch you on the next one.